Hey everyone, and welcome. For as long as we've been looking up, we've seen it, the moon, our steady, silvery companion suddenly turning this deep, eerie red. It's a sight that has terrified empires and inspired poets. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the blood moon, exploring how it went from a terrifying omen to a moment of pure scientific wonder. So let's get right to it. Why does this happen? What is going on in the cosmos to literally paint the moon red? The answer is this amazing dance between shadow, light, and the very atmosphere of our own planet. But before we get into the science, we need to start with a story. I want you to picture this. The year is 1504. Christopher Columbus and his crew are shipwrecked in Jamaica, and they've been there for months. At first, the native Arawak people helped them out, but after Columbus's crew started stealing from them and committing violence, well, things went south. The Arawak cut off their food supply, and Columbus's men were literally on the brink of starvation. But Columbus, he had an ace up his sleeve. He had an almanac with him, one that predicted a total lunar eclipse was coming. So he went to the Arawak leaders and told them his god was furious with them for cutting off the food. And to prove it, his god was going to turn the moon a color of blood and rage. And then, right on schedule, it happened. The moon started turning red. The Arawak were terrified, and they begged Columbus to fix it. He, of course, agreed to talk to his god. The moon returned to normal, and his crew didn't go hungry again. That is a pretty brilliant and, a pretty manipulative use of astronomy. But what did Columbus actually know? What was really happening in the sky that night? Okay, let's dive in and unravel this beautiful celestial illusion. So what we call a blood moon is really just the dramatic finale of a total lunar eclipse. It's all about alignment. It happens when the sun, the earth, and the moon line up perfectly. So perfectly that the moon sails directly into the darkest part of Earth's shadow, a region we call the umbra. But here's the thing, not all lunar eclipses are created equal. Sometimes we get a partial eclipse, where it just looks like a dark chunk has been bitten out of the moon. For the real magic, for that blood red color to appear, the moon has to be completely, 100% swallowed by Earth's shadow. Only then do you get that show-stopping transformation. Okay, so why red? If the Earth is blocking the sun, shouldn't the moon just go dark? Well, not quite. Think about our planet. It's wrapped in a blanket of air, our atmosphere. As sunlight streams past the edges of the Earth, the atmosphere acts like a filter. It scatters all the short wavelength blue light, but lets the long wavelength red light pass right through. That red light then gets bent or refracted directly onto the moon, bathing it in that ghostly reddish glow. And here is the most incredible way to think about this. It's my absolute favorite part. The reddish light that you're seeing on the moon is literally the combined light of every single sunrise and every single sunset happening on Earth in that one moment, all projected onto the lunar surface. It's poetry. Just an absolutely beautiful piece of cosmic physics. Now, this whole event isn't just beautiful, it's also unbelievably special. The fact that we get to see this at all is because of a very specific, and you could say very lucky, set of circumstances that makes Earth a truly unique place for skywatching. I mean, even here on Earth, they're not exactly common. We get a couple of lunar eclipses a year on average, but as you can see, only about 29% of them are total. So for any one spot on the planet, you might only get a chance to see a blood moon once every 2 or 3 years. But here's what makes our planet a special case in the whole solar system. It turns out our moon is just the right size, and it's at just the right distance for Earth's shadow to perfectly cover it. It is a cosmic coincidence of incredible proportions. No other planet-moon system we know of has this perfect setup. Now, take a look at this number, 1.6 inches. Doesn't seem like much, does it? But this tiny little measurement, it changes everything. That's how far the moon is moving away from the Earth every single year. It's slowly but surely drifting away. And that means this perfect, beautiful alignment we have right now is temporary. Millions of years from now, the moon will be too small in our sky for Earth's shadow to cover it completely. Total lunar eclipses, blood moons, will cease to exist. So yeah, that makes every chance we get to see one of these feel just a little more special, doesn't it? Which probably has you wondering, when's the next one? All right, let's get right to it. Here's your guide to catching the next blood moon.
Okay, mark your calendars. The very next total lunar eclipse is happening on September 7th, 2025. The best views for that one are going to be in Asia, Australia, Africa, and Europe. Now, for those of us in North America, we've got to be a little more patient. Our best shot is coming up on March 2nd and 3rd, 2026.
And when that 2026 eclipse rolls around, viewers in North America are in for a treat. We're looking at about 58 minutes of totality, where the moon is completely red. The key thing to remember is this: the farther west you are, the higher the moon will be in the sky, and the better your view is going to be. So if you're on the West Coast, in the desert Southwest, or even Hawaii, you are in the absolute prime spots. You know, it's pretty amazing when you think about it. We've gone from the story of Columbus in 1504, where this event was a tool of fear and manipulation, to today. Now, thanks to science, we see it for what it is. Not an angry god, but a beautiful alignment of worlds. It's a shared global event that connects all of us in a moment of genuine awe.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? We figured out the secret of the blood moon. But as we keep looking up, as our telescopes get more powerful and our knowledge gets deeper, what else is out there? What new cosmic coincidences and amazing illusions are just waiting for us to discover? The sky is just full of mysteries.